Hello guys, welcome back. This is RandoGEEK. Alright, so we have some updates regarding T-Mobile and Verizon. Looks like the cell towers were approved for Hall County, which will allow T-Mobile and Verizon to remedy coverage issues in those locations. So let's read the article. You can find a link for it down below in the description. The Hall County Board of Commissioners Thursday night approved a pair of cell towers to be installed in the county with the aim of bolstering area coverage. Voting on both cell towers was first raised at the June 21st commission meeting. At that time, Commissioner Greg Poole opted to table both items to Thursday's meeting, citing concerns about ambient noise and outstanding questions that still need answering. The original concerns were largely targeted at the T-Mobile tower, but in an effort to remain consistent, Poole postponed a decision on both towers at the time. The Commission's hands were essentially tied during the passing of the towers, as the federal government stated it would be discriminatory to not allow the cell towers, citing the fact that several other towers exist in the region surrounding the proposed locations. So there was a statement made by Poole, and he says the Fed says we can't discriminate against them, but they can discriminate against us by telling us what we can and can't do, and put the towers wherever they want to, according to whatever their tests are. He also says we don't have any way of testing them. Thursday's approval vote now allows Verizon and T-Mobile to begin the process of constructing their respective towers, with which both reside in northern Hall County. So the original story published Thursday, June 22nd at 6:28 p.m. was the Hall County Board of Commissioners Wednesday night postponed the decision for a pair of cell towers to be installed in the county with the aim of bolstering area coverage. So the first of two towers is slated for installation at 6084 Highway 52, just west of Gillsville. The 53.96 acre tract of land is set to house a 250-foot self-supported lattice communication tower that will service T-Mobile users. The area is currently zoned as agricultural residential, and the applicant requested commission relief from two traditional standards for telecommunication towers in that zoning. So the current maximum height a tower can be in an AG related zoning is 190 feet. And with the T-Mobile tower set to be 255 feet, commission approval must be granted. Additionally, the lattice style of the tower will require approval, as traditional standards require monopole towers. The second tower is planned for 5182 Odom Smallwood Road in northern Hall County. That 27.40 plot of land aims to host a 190-foot monopole communications tower that will service Verizon wireless users in the surrounding area. The current zoning for that space is also agricultural residential. Hall commissioners reportedly approved a conditional use permit for the Verizon project in December of 2019, but the tower was never constructed. Conditional use permits require the correlated project to be started within 12 months of approval. Due to the time lapse, approval on the Verizon tower has been renewed, according to County Hall officials. Hall County planning staff recommended approval of both towers ahead of the commission meeting, citing that both projects are appropriate uses of the land. The Board of Commissioners Wednesday night chose to table both items, meaning their approval or denial vote will not come until July 27th. Both towers reside in Commission District 3, which is represented by Greg Poole. The motion for tabling both items was put forward by Poole, who stated there are still outstanding questions regarding noise concerns emanating from the towers once they are completed. That original concern was primarily correlated to the T-Mobile tower, but obviously the commissioner elected to table both applications. So the zoning and land use attorney Matanea John represents the party aiming to raise the T-Mobile tower. There was a statement made by John that goes, other cell towers who have weak or non-existent service can roam onto the T-Mobile network. The other thing it's going to do is by having a tower out there, it will make it easier for other carriers to come along and provide service out by Gillsville because they'll be able to just mount their antennas on the tower instead of trying to build their own. John indicated that the T-Mobile tower is scheduled to be completed by the end of 2023, should everything go according to plan. So during the commission meeting Wednesday, one person spoke in opposition to the addition of the Verizon wireless communication tower. The resident expressed concerns about the electromagnetic fields and the impact 5G has obviously been set to have on neighboring residents. So the whole county board of commissioners will vote on communication towers at their regularly scheduled meeting on July 27th, 6 p.m. in the Hall County Government Center. So, but yeah, good news for T-Mobile and Verizon getting through. Someone finally seeing that this has to be done. A lot of people complain about the coverage not being there, and then they want to complain about how the towers are ugly looking and they make the area not look good. I mean, I get it. Some of these towns are rural, they're beautiful, there's a lot of scenic stuff, nature, birds and stuff. I get it. I do. I sympathize with that. Maybe you don't like anything that resembles a city in any shape or form. So seeing these towers might make you feel like you're somewhat connected to Manhattan or downtown Los Angeles, and you just don't want that vibe in your area. But at the same time, you'd be the same one that complains that you can't make a phone call. So I think I'm right when I say that. So it goes both ways. Like, they can't get the service out to you if you don't let them build these towers. So, and whether you like it or not, they're going to be built because this is just where it's going. The city wants money. The city wants people to come there. They want tourists. And guess what? If you're a New Yorker or from Los Angeles or any big city where you're used to having good cell phone coverage, and then you go to some rural town and you can't even make a call or look at Instagram or Twitter or YouTube, they're not going to stay very long. Nobody's on Wi-Fi all day if you're trying to go out and be a tourist and see what's going on in a neighborhood, right? You need to be able to have a signal. Also, you can't get to where you're going if you don't have maps, right? You don't know where you're going, so you need good cell phone service. So that's the thing with these towns. They know that. That's why they're voting to approve it, because at the end of the day, they're gonna lose money. People will not be able to come there because they will not have coverage. They want coverage. So, like it or not, this is happening. These towers are getting built. And it's good news for T-Mobile and Verizon, because guess what? Now there's a lot of people there that actually probably don't mind the tower being there. The towers being there, they just maybe it'll take a little getting used to. It's not the most, maybe not the most attractive thing for them, but they'll get used to it. They'll deal with it and they'll move on. And guess what? When they can actually use their phone, which they're probably having a difficulty doing now, they'll probably be happy. So that's how I see it. Again, I get why they don't want it. They feel maybe it's not good for the area. Like I said, it's bringing too much of a city vibe there. But at the same time, I'm sure they want good coverage. They're the first to complain about it. So not being good, right? So there you have it. It's happening. These towers are being built, and all these rural areas that complain about it, eventually it'll probably get voted against and they'll lose, and the towers will just get built because these towns want tourists. These are small towns that want to make money. They want people coming there, seeing the towns. So, yeah, that's how I see it. You guys can let me know down below how you feel about this subject. It's not the first time we're hearing about this, where Verizon, couple videos ago I did, where they were having the same issue. They were voted against. Another meeting was taking place, and we're still waiting to hear on that follow-up. No updates yet as far as I'm concerned, but when I get that, I'll let you guys know. But there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. I want to thank you guys for stopping by and watching. Like I said, I'll link the article down below for you guys in case you want to read more of it on your own. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye for now.